Welcome, everyone, to the Pop Culture Jungle, the show where we swing through the wildest and most exciting pop culture news of the week. I'm George, and as always, I'm joined by my fearless co-host, Justin. What's up, man? Fearless. This week, we've got a stacked lineup of topics to break down. First up, Monster Hunter Wilds finally drops this week, and I cannot wait to dive in. Plus, the ID at Xbox Showcase just went down. There are some indie gems we need to talk about. But that's just the start. Assassin's Creed Shadows is making waves. The Punisher is back with some major updates. And there's a lot of buzz around Superman and Captain America. On the Disney side of things, we've got a new Descendants movie coming, a wild Rapunzel rumor making the rounds, and Disney Cruise Line is in discussions with Catalina and going to the UK. Gotta love Little Magic on the water. And for the foodies, Disney's California Adventure Food and Wine Festival is just around the corner. And of course, we can't forget Star Wars. There's always something brewing in the galaxy far, far away. So let's get into it.
Ew.
What ew?
Star Wars.
These are good news, Star Wars, though.
Good.
We're okay with it. We're okay. What if the Star Wars news comes true? We're okay with the Star Wars news. So Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Haven't you been playing like the beta?
So the beta was last month. It was up for 2 weekends, and I played 30 minutes of the first weekend.
Okay.
You played World, right?
I believe it was World.
The one on Xbox One, PS4.
No, I played on Twitch.
No, you didn't play that one?
Untamable forces.
Okay. So it's most similar to World.
Okay.
This is completely open world now.
Really?
Yeah. So all of your like big locales are on one big map. You don't have to load when you go to village. You don't have to load when you go on hunts. You can accept hunts in the wilds. Just a whole bunch of like great improvements, bro.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm back on that hyperfixation. I don't know if you remember 2018 when World came out and I was like hyperfixated on it. That's all I played like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that again.
Now,
I know.
Is it coming out on Game Pass or anything, or do I have to spend money on it?
No, you have to buy it.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Full 70.
Crossplay or no crossplay?
Yes, crossplay.
Yes, crossplay.
First one with crossplay.
So I can get the beast in there.
Yeah. Look at that big monkey, bro. That's a freaking electric dragon with a railgun on its head.
And when our very existence is at stake.
I'm so excited for this game, dude.
I like this trailer.
Yeah, this trailer's pretty good. I haven't watched all of it.
We are called upon to restore balance to the wilds.
Oh,
We
I'm so excited.
hunters. Monster Hunter Wilds. The wilds are calling. Available for
It's also MMO light in the sense that you join a server instead of having your like little hub that you can invite people to, right? You join a server with, I think it's either 32 or 64 other players, and they're all doing their quests out in the world, and you can go help them if you so choose.
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, because my problem is whenever I played Monster Hunter, I never had anybody to play with because you had your own group you were running with.
Yep.
And so I was stuck doing grinds continuously on my own. That might pull me back into it and pull me pretty deep into it. Okay. But we're going to keep with video games because that's what we want to do because we got several different sections of video games. And apparently over at IGN, it's FanFest. And they did a ID at Xbox Showcase. Do I need to worry about the Discord or you got it?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So Baltro is now on Game Pass.
Elatro!
We don't need necessarily audio on this one. And
Nah.
has new card customizations from Fallout and Assassin's Creed.
Yep. Friends of Jimbo 4.
Friends of Jimbo 4?
Yep. So,
No idea.
their like content updates for Balatro are literally just cosmetic and they're free, where it's, oh my god, Civ? That's awesome. Where it's literally just like face cards. Just get
Okay.
like characters from other indie games. Assassin's Creed? Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm
Dead
caught
by
up with
Daylight? Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this is a fairly actually long trailer showing off who all they got their partnerships with.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot in this update.
But
And the best part is that
Correct me-
this is all free.
correct me if I'm wrong, Belletro is a company that's is made by a company that's now owned by Microsoft too, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
The developer is a company that is currently owned by Microsoft, is it not? Or
No, Balatro is made by one dude.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then. I like this lineup.
Yep. I love Balatro.
Tron Catalyst.
Tron?
I believe this was the top down that we saw before.
Cora. Beck. Tron.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Every grid has its heroes. The Arc
Yeah.
glitch.
But it looks good
One
still.
program stands against that storm. Oh. You.
Is this a remake?
What?
Or is this a remake or a new game?
It's a new game.
Oh, shoot.
A hero is nothing without their grid.
IGN. Why does your site suck?
Against those who
There
return
it
to
goes.
path.
Nope. Fine, we'll go to 520. No? Still no? Did you not like the fact that I made it bigger? Was that your problem? Now it's just not working. Thank you, IGN. I appreciate this. What would be a show if we did not have technical difficulties?
For real.
Cora. Beck. Tron. The Arc grid fractures into the glitch.
Yeah, maybe we don't have to watch all the videos.
Yeah, apparently at least this one. We'll see how well these go. But no, so Tron Catalyst is set to welcome players to the grid on June 17th, 2025. And a new gameplay trailer introduces fans to more of its world. In this new adventure, players will take on the role of EXO, a highly resilient and resourceful program with an incredible ability to initiate time loops. With the power of EXO, we'll take on Overlord. This is a weird writing. With the power, EXO will take on overlords of Crumbling Grind and evade a malevolent agent of Core named Khan.
Okay.
It sounds interesting.
What's it launching on? Oh, okay. Let's see if it's on the store yet.
Okay, will you load at least the last little bit so I can see if it's Game Pass?
It is not on the store yet.
And I have no idea if it's Game Pass because it.
I would assume not.
But that's cool. And just coming to the Xbox, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Liza P. We're gonna mute that.
Is this the same trailer that was part of the State of Play?
Maybe. That's a solid maybe.
Yeah, it's of the DLC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've gone over that one before.
33 Immortals launch. I'm excited.
What is 33 Immortal?
33 Immortals is a MMO roguelite. Where basically you load into it's heavily based off of Dante's Inferno. Where it's 33 players and you load into hell and you have to fight your way up to kill God.
Nice.
Yeah. It is so much fun, but it is so hard, and I love. Oh, you know how I said Tron isn't on the fucking freaking store? It is on the store. I'm just stupid and I can't read. It's listed. You can't buy it yet, though.
No, yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, it's so fun, but it is so hard. Yet it is so rewarding in its gameplay loop.
Okay. Well, it comes out in early access March 18th, and it is a Game Pass.
Yep.
Revenge's Savage Planet brings the creative and wacky fun this May.
Hi.
Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to react to it.
He said fortunately.
What'd you say?
Did you say fortunately?
I said unfortunately. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the game is.
It's a sequel to Journey to the Savage Planet.
I don't know what that game is either.
It's, space survival.
I'm guessing you're not intrigued at all.
No. It just came out at a time that, that was, the norm.
Yeah.
In games. So, not very excited for it.
Oh. That's not even the right. That's an ad.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work, George.
I don't know if that's going to work either. Nope.
Hi.
That's wonderful. Okay. So alongside confirming that Revenge of Savage Planet will be released May 8th, the new trailer showcased a few of the many wilds and creative weapons players will get to use on their adventure. This includes a goo cannon, an electric lasso, conductive pharaoh goo that will shock or slow down enemies, as well as open doors and much more. No exciting words for it, just meh.
Nope. Yep.
Jump Ship. You know that one?
No.
The ID Xbox Showcase gave us a preview of the much anticipated Jump Ship, which is headed to early access this summer. If you'd like to learn more about Jump Ship, be sure to check out their recent preview of the game. We said it's a mix of Sea of Thieves, Left 4 Dead, and FTL.
Oh.
Oh
my God, it's beautiful. I'm watching the trailer on the Xbox store.
Oh, well, at least one of us gets to see it. Every once in a while, let's see. So, by Keepsake on the definition, and one that I'd like to co-sign after playing the game for yourself. Jump Ship is clear mix of Sea of Thieves, Left 4 Dead, and Faster Than Light. The Sea of Thieves piece comes from the fact that you and your three of your teammates all work together to fly, upgrade, customize, and maintain a single spaceship. One of you flies it while the others can wander around inside of it or even on the outside of it as if you pass through an airlock, and then use your magnetic boots to stomp around the hull, manning, fixing, or upgrading the ship's cannons. And that in itself was fun. And even if the jump ship was just the Sea of Thieves in space, where you and your crew cooperated in ship-to-ship battles, it'd still be pretty cool. But you'll also land your ship, use your jet drive to awesomely fly through the air like Superman, away from or towards your ship, go into instance combat areas, and battle AI enemies. Jump ship is purely PvE game, marking one major difference from Sea of Thieves. It encounters that can get pretty tough, thus necessitating cooperation with your pals. Add in that an AI director, to use Valve's terms, dynamically. I'm having a hard time again tonight. Dynamically populates these encounters, and you can see where Left 4 Dead ingredients in Jump Ship's recipe comes from. I had a fantastic time blasting bots with the Keepsake developers. That's cool.
Yeah. That looks so fun, dude. The space combat looks so smooth too.
I do not
That
see
looks so fun.
any date with it though.
No, unfortunately.
Unless there was one in this, but I can't get anything of the.
I didn't see one on the newest trailer.
How many more do we got? We still got quite a few more, but we can't see the trailer, so I can't really react to them. So I'm going to go through them. If you recognize it, and we can talk about it, and we'll go from there. Patapon, spiritual successor, Ratigan. Rataton, sorry, gets a new gameplay video. Pass?
Yeah, pass.
Echo Weaver?
Pass?
Moonlighter 2?
I didn't even know there was a Moonlighter 2. Okay.
Do you know what Moonlighter 1 is?
Yeah, it's a roguelite on Game Pass. This is coming to Game Pass. Cool.
Good or bad?
I don't personally like it.
Okay. Blueprints. A strategy puzzle adventure.
Okay.
Herding is all about herding mythical and fantastic creatures. Herbling. No, herdling. I said it right. Outbound, sorry. Wants you to go on a relaxing trip into nature with your camper van.
That's great.
Hotel Barcelona.
Uh-huh.
Tanuki Pond's Summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see anything. Descenders, I'd probably be interested in.
I think
Descenders
I own it.
What?
I think I own it.
Descenders?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is this the bike one?
No, this is snowboarding.
No, it's not. That update is.
Oh, is it just an update to a game?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's on Game Pass.
Oh,
wait.
Buckshot Roulette.
It is awesome.
And then Fable is officially delayed to 2026. You good?
Yeah.
Microsoft has delayed Fable from its 2025 release window, which I knew we were not going to hit, to some point in 2026, while also providing a first look at the brand new gameplay. Fable is the upcoming reboot to the Xbox franchise. I doubt this is going to load, but let's see if it will. Unfortunately not. Let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe we can get this one to work. Let's go. Let's go this way. We don't need Snow White. We're not talking about you today.
No. What are you doing?
Oh, you can't see it.
No.
Ha ha. This is why I'm used to you in studio, because when I forget to put things back up.
Huh. Pre-alpha footage. Oh, this is new.
Yes, this is what came out today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The world looks pretty.
Yeah.
Dude, that Balverine looked amazing. That's appropriate.
All right.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Too bad it's probably never going to come out. So, quote, I just want to start with really excited about progress, Duncan began. Really excited about the playground. Really excited about where Playground are. We previously announced the date for Fable as 2025. We're actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. While I know that's not maybe the news people wanted to hear, what I want to assure people is that what I want to assure people of is that it's definitely worth the wait. I have unequivocally confidence in the Playground team. If you think about their history and legacy for Forza Horizon, the last few games, critically acclaimed 92 Metacritic award winning beautiful for play grade. And just what they're bringing to Fable as a franchise, just think of the visuals of what you expect Playground games, plus amazing gameplay, British humor, Playground's version of Albion, so inspired by what's gone before with the franchise, but their take and quite frankly more beautiful realized version of Albion. I mean, the trailer we get of it does not look like a continuation from Albion 3. Like, this is a fresh start. We're going back to the fantasy of it, going away from the steampunk, which I'm all for.
Yeah.
Because 3 was not good, in my opinion. It was okay. It was okay. It's still a good game, a fun game to play every once in a while. So, I mean, I think we'll get actual real trailer of it probably closer to like November to hype you for next year for why you should buy your console.
It could be a February release, and we could see stuff Summer Game Fest.
I think we're still gonna see it. I think we're gonna see it probably June.
Okay.
That way, it's the summer game. It's the main game for you to pick up and play over the summer. And then finally finishing out our video games, Assassin's Creed Shadow. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that again. We did talk. Did you happen to go back and watch the episode on Saturday?
No.
Of course you didn't. So we did discuss on Saturday.
Busy.
You were off today.
Yeah, I had to take my fiance to school.
You couldn't set up your phone or your iPad while you were playing games.
Nope.
So to catch you up, one of the things we did go over on Saturday about Assassin's Creed Shadows is apparently on Steam, there is a developer who's coming out with the historically accurate Yasuke simulator the same day, whatever day Assassin's Creed is going to drop. They're dropping it the same day, where you will play as Yasuke, and you'll be able to unlock the historically accurate cars and guns from the time period too, because it is straightforward a meme game. It looks absolutely hilarious. It looks really stupid. But this one is actually going back to straightforward Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Shadows suffers massive black market leak. Spoilers and gameplay streams hit the internet.
Ouch.
Yeah, this was a big ouch. Now, I did I send it to you on? Did I send you the?
You texted it to me, I believe. The Twitter post, right?
The Twitter post.
I think you texted it to me.
I did. It's right here. So, they have responded, so we will get into that also. But this goes back. A major Assassin's Creed leak has put physical copies of the games in players' hands, not even just the digitals. Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows has suffered what could be the most devastating blow yet. Physical copies of the games have leaked nearly a month before its official release.
That's crazy, dude.
Has led to widespread spoilers, unauthorized game streams, and black market. We are not going to try to spoil anything, so we're going to be careful about jumping through this article. We're just trying to talk about the news of it. Despite any security protocols, physical copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows have found their way into the players' hands across the U.S. Users on social media and Reddit have flaunted their early access, sharing images of the box copies, installation screens, and even live gameplay. One user uploaded a photo holding a PS5 copy of the game, while another user on X, now logged, claimed to have purchased the game via Facebook Marketplace, posting images of the box and installation process. While these posts were swiftly taken down, they were quickly archived and reshared across various platforms. So we're going to block it right there. I think that's going to be fine. Adding to the chaos, U.S. auction site Mercy hosted listings for the leaked game, with sellers pricing copies at over $100. One listing even showcased multiple copies stacked openly for sale. Though Mercy has since removed the listings, the incident has raised significant concerns about Ubisoft's distribution and supply chain vulnerabilities. That's a big yikes for a game that they're already super nervous about, for a company that's already in financial turmoil. Well, like I said, they did respond. So, hello, everyone. We are aware players have accessed Assassin's Creed Shadows ahead of its official release. The development team is still working on patches to prepare the experience for launch, and any footage shared online does not represent the final quality of the game. Leaks are unfortunate and can diminish the excitement for players. We kindly ask you not to spoil the experience for others. Thank you to the community for already taking steps to protect everyone from spoilers. Stay in the shadows, avoid the spoilers, and keep an eye on our channel for more official surprises in the coming weeks. March 20th will be here soon. This tells me that this game is a buggy mess at the moment.
Well, yeah,
And
because yeah. Hey, no, what game studios these days go gold before launch?
No. And I agree with that. I'm not dissing that. But remember, this game was also delayed 6 months to fix all the problems.
Okay, I'll give you that.
even though we are in this last period, and it bugs me that games do this, it's not like, back with my N64, I go buy a finished copy of the game, put it on and play it. I get games today do a big day one drop of a patch, and you have to download it. But this game was delayed 6 months already for the patches and fixes. Now we've talked on the channel here that we think it's more than just bug fixes that they've been working on. But yeah, that's not good. Like, I feel bad for the Assassin's Creed team. I'm sure there's guys over there that are girls over there that are working super hard on it.
Oh yeah.
And this would more be.
This is like worst case scenario.
This is worst case scenario. The product that they knew is already having problems, and with a company that needs this to be a financial success, getting a set of them, let's be honest, that means the box was probably stolen. So whatever, all these copies they've lost the sell of, be it only maybe 1,000.
That's still before costs and everything. That's still roughly $70,000.
Yeah,
down the drain.
Yeah, there's that. Then we got to take into consideration people are spoiling it, which means players who did not want to be spoiled may back out of their sales.
Yep.
Being that we're talking about, they're still working on patches. It means people are seeing, and not everybody's going to see the Twitter post. Meaning people are seeing the game in a super rough shape, and Ubisoft's last game that came out really rough. They're probably going, "Oh, this is the same thing again."
Yep.
This is a really, really bad mark for them. Not their fault. Just sucks it happened to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see what happens from this point. Do you think with this happening, because again, we talked about how overly successful this game had to be to save the company. Do you think this is probably going to kill the last of their momentum?
I don't think this one instance will.
Even with the brand damage that this did come out with by people seeing it in a bad shape.
No, because I think people are able to... I think it's common sense that the game is still a month out and that this is not the final version of the game. I believe that's common sense nowadays.
I'm just looking at it as I would agree, yes, that is common sense. However, I also have to think back to the Ubisoft players that played Star Wars Outlaws. That game had on day one a ton of bugs, and the first patch that came out at the end of I think it was day 2, deleted all of their save files and they all had to restart. And this is looking that same direction. That's the only spot that I'm sitting at. I'm not buying the game, so this is not.
No, I'm not
this market's not for me. I've bought in a couple Assassin's Creed games, but this one I'm not buying. Just because I never get through them. I never sit down long enough to play them.
Yeah, same.
But if I were deep in it and I had just played Outlaws, and I saw that this looks like how the same problems are happening again, and this is a company at this point, I don't know if they can get the patch out, because even Outlaws, after the big patch that fixed everything, is still a buggy mess. And so that's kind of where I'm more so seeing the side of if people are going to look at it that way. What are you playing on?
My phone.
Put your phone away.
No.
You're supposed to be paying attention.
All right, teacher.
You're supposed to be engaged in the conversation.
I am engaged.
No, because you did this last week too, that you would start getting more distracted by your Xbox and your phone.
I am engaged.
Anywho, let's talk Star Wars. And let's talk Star Wars that I'm actually excited for. You're excited too.
Yeah.
Because you and I are going to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to go see Episode 3. By far my favorite of the Star Wars movies. and
Oh,
get
yeah.
to watch Obi-Wan and Anakin duel it out. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited.
Very
I'm going to
excited
see
for
this
this.
probably at least twice.
Yeah, I might too.
Cinnamon.
If that's an option, George, I'll chill out.
Right?
Yeah.
So it is the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, with the theatrical re-release experience in theaters beginning April 25th. It also apparently is coming to the 4D theaters. I've never been to one, so
I've never been to one either.
Too. But with the light sounds, the movement of the seats, the wind,
Yeah.
this might be a good movie to try it out with.
Yeah.
And keeping on the Star Wars hype train, I mean, this is already hype enough. Coming from the Hollywood Reporter, Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy expected to retire this year.
Woo!
If this happens, this is good.
We're so back.
I'm sorry that she's retiring, unless she wanted to retire, but hopefully somebody can come in that can maybe fix Star Wars. The prolific producer has presided over Star Wars, Indiana Jones franchises through ups and downs since 2012. Because she is the one who George Lucas had put in charge when he stepped down. After more than a decade in a galaxy far, far away, Kathleen Kennedy is charting a course towards retirement. The Lucasfilm boss has told associates that she plans to retire by the end of 2025. A source confirms to the Hollywood Reporter. PUCK is the website. We're not going to go ahead and mess with potential issues with YouTube. It is PUCK.
Okay.
Reported the news on Monday night. Representatives for Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilms were not immediately available for comment. Kennedy joined Lucasfilm in 2012 as co-chair alongside Star Wars creator George Lucas, and a few months later took the reins after Disney paid $4 billion for the company as Lucas exited. She relaunched the franchise beginning with J.J. Abrams' Star Wars The Force Awakens, with gross more than $2 billion globally, and reinvigorated the property as a big screen brand. Disney released Star Wars films every year from 2015 to 2019, then took a pause for following Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which received a mixed response and earned just half of what The Force Awakens. Question for you.
Yep.
Is the Rey movie happening now? Because that's been in production nightmare, and I think she was one of the main ones pushing for it.
It didn't even get to production. How could it be a production nightmare if it isn't in production?
Okay, fine, pre-production nightmare.
There you go.
Okay, sorry. I'll be careful with my terminology next time. I apologize. As Lucasfilm's boss, Kennedy held one of the most visible and scrutinized jobs in Hollywood, and it was not always smooth sailing. She fired Chris Lloyd and Phil Miller as directors of Solo, Star Wars story, in the middle of production. The film went on to be the first Star Wars movie to lose money theatrically. She also sidelined Rogue One, a Star Wars story directed by Gareth Edwards, replacing him with Tony Gilroy, who was brought on to oversee reshoots. The film became a $1 billion hit. Other projects were promised that were never materialized, such as Rian Johnson's trilogy, and another one overseen by the Game of Thrones showrunners D.B. Benioff and David Weiss. Daisy Ridley's upcoming return to Star Wars has been languishingly in development since being announced to fanfare almost 2 years ago. It's still crazy to me. This movie has been stuck in writer hell for 2 years. Even if Kathleen Kennedy leaves Lucasfilm at the end of the year, fans are still going to be negative and complaining about everything, no matter who Disney picks as the next president of Lucasfilm.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Star Wars fans are the worst fans because they can never be satisfied.
I was satisfied with 3. Like, 3 is not a perfect movie, but I was satisfied with 3.
See, you're not satisfied.
No, even George Lucas said that 3 is not a perfect movie. There's even scenes that he said that they needed, but they cut because of timing. But no, you're not wrong. Though my biggest thing is this gives me hope that we might move into maybe a better period. I'm a Star Wars fan deep at heart.
You say this every week, George. I
do say this every week. I'm sorry. I like Star Wars. I have a stack of lightsabers, and you know that. I just want the franchise to be good again. To go back to like PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, you know, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 days, like fantastic game. And then EA made Battlefront 2 and not a fantastic game.
What?
It's not that good. It's better than their Battlefront, but it's not as good as Battlefront 2 on with like Galactic Civil War and such, or Galactic Conquest. What, did you disagree?
I think the gameplay is leagues better.
Oh, to me, I have more fun with the other one. There's elements of the new one that I like, but to me, there's still so many problems with it. And I think the biggest problem with it is it requires so much online that unless you're in a good server, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time I tried to play it, I think I sat in the lobby waiting to get in a match. I think it was 45 minutes, and I gave up.
Yeah. I believe it.
Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, probably going to be the front runner, and people still love Star Wars. So I would agree. I'm trying to remember which one is which.
Dave Filoni made Clone Wars. Jon Favreau was his partner for Mandalorian, and he directed Iron Man.
That's what I thought. I think it's probably going to go, if he wants it, Jon Favreau.
If he wants it, yeah.
I think Dave Filoni would be the better of the two, though.
I think it's going to go to Dave Filoni because I don't see Jon Favreau taking a whole company.
See, I think the only reason I think Dave Filoni would be the better of the two is because the times that he has directly worked on some of the projects and was more in charge of them, you can see like the passion for Star Wars in his creations.
And I just say that because like, I just don't see Dave Filoni taking a whole branch like that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a lot to take on. I just also, I don't know if he could necessarily handle the brand that well, if that makes sense. He's done a great job. Again, The Mandalorian was probably, well, not even probably. The Mandalorian is one of the biggest franchises under Star Wars.
Yeah. I'd argue
my biggest gripe with it is I think we got too stuck on Grogu because Grogu became too much of a moneymaker for the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah.
I think The Mandalorian would still, I mean, the movie is coming out. We'll go see the movie when that eventually comes out. I think the Mandalorian series, though, I think would have kept doing better if we had moved past Grogu and continued on, the bounty hunter trail of it.
Yeah.
Which is what I think fans were being promised of. Where if we look at, again, go TV show, the Clone Wars, that went on forever. And that, every one of those episodes feels like a passion project. I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if Disney delay Avengers Doomsday to November 2026. They put in focus for the Mandalorian movie.
Has a date been announced for the Mandalorian movie?
I don't. For the Mandalorian movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's next year. It's in full filming and such.
Okay.
Mandalorian is right now listed to drop in the U.S. May 22nd, 2026. So I could see Doomsday being pushed back a little bit, especially with this
I don't think
change
to
happening.
November.
You don't think November?
No.
That'd put it right there in time for the Christmas rush. That means they can get the do the Thanksgiving drop with it and try to get that entire holiday season.
Avengers has always been a summer movie.
It has, but what else do they really have going on in that second half of the year?
Well, we don't know because they haven't announced their slate yet. That slate's going to get announced this year.
I think Kevin's on to something. I think we're going to see it be delayed, but again, we'll see.
They're slated to begin filming here next month, I think.
Okay.
For Avengers. So.
Just to finish it out, Kennedy's storied career includes work with Steven Spielberg and husband Frank Marshall, with collaborations including The Raiders of the Lost Ark in 1981, E.T. the Extraterrestrial in 1982, Gremlins 1984, The Color Purple in 1985, The Goonies 1985, Empire of the Sun 1987, Who Framed Roger Rabbit 1988, the Back to the Future trilogy 1985 to 1990, and the Indiana Jones films, which concluded with last year's Dial of Destiny. In all, she has produced or executive produced more than 70 films and have been nominated for 8 Oscars.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, no, she had a big history, and she worked with a lot of really, really big names and such. And that's why it seemed like she was the best choice to lead Lucasfilms.
Yeah.
It's just there was a lot of unfortunately bad decisions that were made along the way. So hopefully she enjoys retirement. Hopefully we get some new good lead and we see where everything goes. Knock on wood, hopefully some good Star Wars properties. Maybe, we've talked about this on the channel before, supposedly Revan was being moved into production or moving into pre-production. Maybe we get Revan. Disney can step away from the whole 1 through 9 period that they're having problems with at the moment and go all the way back to the old Republic.
Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
I know. Let's talk Disney Cruise Line. Jamie sent this over on TikTok.
Hi, me.
Yeah.
The first time ever we are crossing the Atlantic in an easterly direction because Disney Fantasy will be sailing from the UK in 2025. My name is Stephen, and I am the cruise director on board Fantasy, which basically means I look after the entertainment program. All of our ships have something unique about them. For example, we have certain artwork which is specific to the Disney Fantasy. We also have a very special statue in the atrium, and it's Minnie Mouse as she's about to go traveling, sort of circa 1920, 1930 sort of style. We often call her Mademoiselle Minnie Mouse, actually. But I think the highlight has to be the amazing chandelier right in the center. It's designed to look like a peacock neck. And although I haven't counted it, I believe that it consists of 60,000 Swarovski crystal beads.
Cool. So, yeah. So, the fantasy. It's going up, taking over for Where the Dream Was and doing the UK. That's cool.
Yep.
Real quick, I saw this message come through. Do you think Pixar Pete Docter is going to step down?
Why would he?
I don't think so. What?
I don't see why he would.
Because again, that shakeup just happened last year, or was it 2 years ago? Because the old director of Pixar is stepped down so she can directly direct Frozen 3 and 4 was her reason.
Right.
So I think Pete Docter is going to stay up there because I know from the articles and such we saw before this show started was he was doing a lot of pushes and a lot of last minute changes for Inside Out, and then that movie grossed $1 billion. I think what we're gonna have to wait to see is what else Pixar can do. Elio is is
yeah.
going to be a failure, I think. Again, I
Yeah.
didn't even know it existed till last show.
Yeah.
But I think the next project, whatever it is that comes out, is what's going to determine if Pete Docter stays around or not. Thoughts?
I mean, I got no notes.
You got no notes. Well, since we're in the cruise industry, we're going to go and talk about closer to home, because we do not live in the UK.
No.
Disney Cruise Line blog. Disney Cruise Line seeking preferential anchorage agreement with the City of Avalon. So on Thursday, February 18th, the City of Avalon, this would be the island of Catalina, City Council met for a council meeting, which included an agenda item for preferential anchorage access to Disney Cruise Line for regular calls to Catalina Island, California, beginning in the fall of 2027. So remember that 2027 fall, okay? We'll come back. In a unanimous vote, the Avalon City Council authorized the city manager to negotiate an agreement with the Disney Cruise Line preferential access to Avalon's anchorage outside the harbor. However, the February 18th vote was solely to authorize the city manager to negotiate the term sheet included below, which will eventually lead to a formal port agreement during the upcoming council meeting. A port agreement would be the definite agreement between the City of Avalon and Disney Cruise Line that would ultimately go into effect September of 2027. The rest of this is just kind of going over their agreements and such, but we want to go to... Okay. I think it's the one before this we want. The term sheet, documentation. Because I believe there was a number in here. Cruise line passenger guarantee. As consideration for granting the cruise line with preferential rights, cruise line will guarantee a minimum number of 120,000 passengers visits to the city per year. Okay? That's a pretty good size number that they are demanding, which they should. Oh, we just jumped to articles. Go back. Now, being that this all goes into effect in fall of 2027, and the actual date would be September, you know what's kind of funny about all that?
What?
Disney Cruise Line normally, September, only does like one or two runs and then goes back to Florida. Normally, by that point of the year, the Wonder is gone.
Yeah.
Now, going back, I think we brought this up before. We've seen way back when several different articles and interviews where they did talk about the fact that they love going out of California because of how many full sailings they do. I think this is the puzzle piece we've been waiting for a cruise ship to become more permanent in California for Disney Cruise Line. And the fall of 2027 helps feed into that also, because what's launches in 2027?
The one after the Destiny, I don't remember.
We don't have a name for it, but yes, the one after the Destiny, that is this new mid-class between the Magic class and the Dream class, which that size would easily be able to get through the Panama Canal. Because currently the Dream class, from what I remember when I looked it up before, can fit, but they have to be perfect to get through. Where the Magic class can get through pretty easily. So I think what this is showing is we're going to possibly get one of these new ships. And if that's the case, we're in full stipulation points. Okay? And you can you can stop me at any point if you think I'm starting to go too far in the stipulation grounds. If that's the case, I could see Disney potentially trying either at San Diego, probably not there though, more so probably Long Beach, trying to buy some land and build up their own terminal like they had proposed way back when. Because in case you didn't know, we're going to go on a history side tangent. Back when Disney Sea was proposed for Long Beach, part of that design was actually building a cruise terminal. And that was while Disney Cruise Line was being developed. So this was the idea of where the main hub was going to be. Instead of Port Canaveral, it was going to be here in Long Beach. When Disney Sea got canceled and it became Tokyo Disney Sea, they just never continued with the plans out here. So I could see us in a world where Disney might be looking at also buying some land to do a cruise line terminal, which I'd be okay with because hopefully we have actually good parking for it. And I can see either, I don't know if I necessarily see the new ship or like the Magic or Wonder coming over, but the Magic and Wonder both are older, and this season are both doing Alaska. And to hit that 100,000 mark, I mean, let me grab a calculator real fast. Calculator. I believe the Magic and Wonder each can hold. Let's see, Disney Magic gas capacity 2,700. So 2,700. Let's just put it. Two ships. If we can do 2 ships a week there, that's 5,400 guests. So 100,000 over 5,400. I mean, I guess that's only 19 weeks that they'd have to be selling.
Yeah.
If they are at full capacity, which they do sell very well, but they're not going to be full capacity. So 20 weeks. It's about half the year. Which again means we still need to have a ship be more focused directly there.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know what's going to come of it. We'll have to wait to see. But that's cool. Any part of this discussion, since I ran the entire piece of this one, that you want to jump in on or mention of?
No. No.
Well, we're going to go to your article, so you can take over at this one.
I just saw the headline, basically, and I went, ooh! Because, while it may look fake, the official Marvel Studios account retweeted this. So it's real. John Bernthal's Punisher will highlight a Werewolf by Night style Marvel special, like a shotgun blast of a story. So those of you that don't know, Werewolf by Night is a special. I believe it's a 45-minute long special. So I can honestly see just it be called like War Journal or something like that, and just have like a 45-minute Punisher special.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the special will probably then be taking place if they do it for chronological order after Born Again.
I'd assume after Born Again. Usually, every Marvel Studios project chronologically takes place in release order, except for Guardians, Captain America, and Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping with the quick movie news, over at the Walt Disney Company, a Disney branded television announces the 5th Descendants movie for Disney Channel and Disney Plus. Kylie Cantrell and Marla Baker to return to star in Disney Channel original movie sequels to Descendants: The Rise of Red. Let's see. Today, Disney branded television revealed the next chapter for the beloved Descendants movie franchise is officially in the works for the Disney Channel and Disney Plus, with production on the 5th installment set to begin soon. The newly greenlit Disney Channel original movie will expand the music and dance-fueled stories centered around the teenage progeny of Disney's most iconic characters and villains. So it's going to be picking up shortly after the events of the 2014 hit film Descendants: Rises Red. The next chapter explores what happily ever after is really like for Red and Chloe, following the return from the time traveling adventures set primarily in present day Wonderland. The sequel delves into warning at the end of the previous movie. There are consequences when you alter the fabric of time. So, this is cool. This is fun. I like the Descendants series. My opinion, the Rise of Red was mid. If I had to give it out of 5, I'd probably give it a 2.5.
Never seen any of them.
Well, you're gonna have to sit down and watch them.
Why? No,
because we got a fifth one coming, which means we're gonna have to review
I
it.
can just watch it. Unfortunately,
no, you got to go back and watch all of them.
I'm not doing that.
You got to understand the back lore of everything.
I don't care. I do not care.
Well, over at Yahoo, continuing along with movies. Yahoo Entertainment. I was like, really? You're the one who's breaking this? But yes, apparently at Yahoo Entertainment, Sabrina Carpenter is rumored to play Rapunzel in the Disney live-action Tangled. Dude, that's a pretty good casting.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is Bailey, and Bailey and I were freaking out. So Disney has officially announced plans for a live-action adaptation of its 2010 animated classic Tangled. The project will be directed by Michael Gracie, renowned for his work on The Greatest Showman, with a script penned by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, known for Do Revenge and Thor: Love and Thunder. It's a live-action retelling, so there's not really much in the script to change. Let's be honest. But again, Michael Gracie coming from The Greatest Showman, meaning we're going to really lean into the music side of this. I'm for it. While the official cast is yet to be confirmed, fans and industry insiders are actively speculating about who will portray the film's iconic characters. Sabrina Carpenter, a singer and actress who was celebrated for her roles in Girl Meet World and Sophia the First, has emerged as a leading contender.
I didn't know that.
About which one? Both?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, she's a Disney Channel performer.
See, I only knew her as a singer.
But has emerged as a leading contender for the role of Rapunzel. Mandy Moore, who voiced Rapunzel in the original animated film, expressed her support for Carpenter, stating, quote, "I could hear her with 50 feet of hair or something. She looks like a Disney princess in real life." Carpenter herself has shown enthusiasm for the role, notably dressing as Rapunzel for Halloween in 2023, which further fueled fans' support of her casting. Regarding the character of Flynn Rider, Zachary Levy, the original voice actor, suggested Timothy Chalamet as a suitable choice, acknowledging that he might... What?
Timothy Chalamet.
Yes. Acknowledging that he, quote, might be a little old to reprise the role himself. Levy also entertained the idea of a cameo alongside Moore as Rapunzel's parents in the live-action adaptation. As of now, Disney has not released an official cast list or projected release date for the live-action Tangled. However, the creative team are taking shape, and fan discussions intensifying further announcements are anticipated in the coming months. So again, this is rumored, but that's actually a pretty good listing of who is rumored at this point, and it helps that their original voice actors are pushing for this.
Yeah.
Because that means they're also probably willing. Again, they both said they're willing to cameo, but that means they're probably also both willing to help the performers get into character for the scene.
Produce to some degree, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for this. I did also
Yeah.
hear who was it? I heard who was being rumored as Mother Gothel, but I haven't found an article on it. I want to say Jennifer Lopez.
I have no idea.
Yeah, don't quote me on that one. But the last of our movie news before we get into the Food and Wine Festival, we're going to talk a little bit about the numbers for Captain America: Brave New World. It's gotten up. This is as of the 24th. I want to say it is. Yeah, the 24th. It has reached 142, 934, and 85 in the US. Globally, it's at 290. Again, when we've done our rough math, if we stick with Disney's 180 million that they said the total movie budget was, the total movie cost was, I believe when we did it, we're sitting at about 700 mil where it has to break even.
For 180?
So 180 would be, let's just run it again. 180 would be the movie. Disney marketing is always usually about half of that. So we add 90 to it, which would bring us to 270. Then in order, theaters take about 50% of all domestic box office, or all domestic and international box office. It's a little bit more favorable in the US, but it's less favorable elsewhere in the world.
Hold on.
So meaning we're at 270. So 270 divided by 2 would be
405 total.
405 total.
Yep.
So then if there is no reshoots at all, it has to make 405 to be exactly 0. If there were no reshoots, no special edits, no longer time in production. We know that's not the case because we went over the article a week ago. But so we're probably, I still think we're probably closer to $700 million was where they have to get to.
I think that's overinflated, but
You think so?
yeah,
Because we know they went back into production several times.
that wouldn't
And
double
remember,
their production cost.
Remember, each time you go back into production, it's more expensive than the last time.
It doesn't double their production cost.
Let me look at one thing, because we do have a contender that is similar. Captain Marvel budget and cost. And so the budget for Captain Marvel was 152 million.
Okay.
Captain Marvel was a easier production. I'm trying to find where somebody has listed the actual total cost. Come on, you. That's the Marvels. I might have to do some research on the side for it. Because again, I'm only seeing the budget number. And this article referring to its budget is leaning heavily on what it made opposed to the actual budget. What about the Marvels budget? All right. Disney had spent $139 million on the movie with over 13 months. So at least in this case, okay, so the Marvels, okay, which had a production just about as bad. Okay. The Marvels had a budget that Disney has announced to the public of $139.6 million.
Yep.
That was the 13th month run.
Yep.
However, as Variety claimed, and when the numbers actually came out, the true cost was about $250 million.
Okay.
They went into 2 reshoots.
Okay.
Everything we're seeing, Captain America went into about 4.
It had 2, maybe a third.
But even if it only is 2, that means it added an extra 100, and they said 110 million, so it almost doubled the price. And for about the same production.
So 180. We'll add the 110. So that's 290. Okay.
Don't add 110 because it was 140 and they added 110. So that means take 30 down. So 180 it's 150 million if we're using this as a reference.
Okay. So that puts us at 330. You said about half for marketing, right?
If they're going off the original number, it should be half, which would be 90 million. We don't know what number they're using.
So plus 90. And then you need times 0.5, which is 210 plus 420. So they need to hit 630 according to your math.
So again, when I'm the 600,
which we're at, what are we at now?
Total 290.
Oh.
And it is the fastest dropping Marvel movie of all time. It's dropping faster than the Marvels.
That is not true.
What?
That is not true.
Normally Marvel drops at 75. This is at 85, if I remember right.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. It's
So-
1% off of Ant-Man, and it's 10% off of the Marvels.
That's not what I'm seeing at all.
This is coming out of Variety. Captain America: Brave New World fell out the box office with a 68% drop in the second weekend, marking the third biggest drop in Marvel Cinematic history.
Cause see,
so
I'm
far,
seeing it. I'm seeing it at 62. That's what I'm reading right here. Well, what does the number say?
That's what I just told you.
Oh, okay.
The reason I said the number I said it was because that was me when I looked at the numbers of the drop off. The Variety. This is Variety. It was as of yesterday at 2:32 p.m. Captain America: Brave New World fell at the box office with a 68% drop in its second weekend, marking the third biggest drop. What?
Okay.
Marking the third biggest drop in cinematic history, Marvel Cinematic history so far. After flops like the Marvels at a 78% drop and Ant-Man and the Wasp at 69%. So it's only 1% off of the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think this is hardcore doom posting. You know why?
Why?
Spider-Man: No Way Home had a drop of 67 on its second week.
Correct. Again, normally it's in that higher end on Marvel films. That is correct because people normally rush to see it. However, even with the drop that Spider-Man had, you have to take more than just the percentage into consideration, Justin. The Spider-Man had almost as big of a drop. The difference is they made so much more money also in that first week.
Yes.
When we're looking here at the numbers, and the only time it came back up was when we're talking going from the 20th, which was Thursday, I want to say it was, to Friday. It came up 124% because it's no longer on the weekend, or no longer on the week, and then it went up another 77% back to 12 million. It barely crossed the pre-sale values.
Yeah.
And then they immediately dropped back down to 8 million. And then yesterday didn't even hit 2.
Yesterday was a Monday.
Yesterday was a Monday. But again, they have not lost any of their theater seats. But per theater, they only were at $428.
Yeah.
That's not even enough to keep the doors open at the theater. So they're going to push and keep it in theaters as long as possible because, again, they got to make the money back.
Yeah.
But even the numbers here, percentage change over the week, negative 68%. Per theater went from 21. I'm assuming this is supposed to be. Well, I'll just go with the numbers that you say straightforward. $21,643 per theater, down to just $6,862. Again, it should be, if it's falling in the normal run for a Marvel movie, it should be in that yellow section.
Yeah.
And it's been below it. Again, it did have a little lift, and we're not going to deny that. I mean, it did have its little lift, but it is definitely underperforming. Internationally, it's underperforming also. United Kingdom came up. China, we're going to ignore because China's China. Right now, a lot of the Chinese people are having a huge campaign to. I'm rewording the way this is worded to make it more YouTube friendly, to get rid of this movie. They instead of get rid of, there's a specific word they put in there. The people of China have made it clear that they're trying to make sure this movie fails compared to an animation movie that they have going on.
Yeah.
But China used to be well over the 20 million by this point in most movies, and they're barely over 12. But that's because, again, what else is going on? And then Mexico is only at 11, which usually should be don't quote me on this one. I believe usually should be closer to 15 at this point, so it's not off by much, but it is still off. United Kingdom picked up out of nowhere. Like this is well higher than their weeks were sitting at. but China's not even listing like what theaters are actually running it. Just it somehow has made money. Opening weekend, it made 10 million. Over the week, it made another 2 million. The UK opened at 8 million and kept strong. His second weekend was 16 million, which is unusual. Like that's a surprising number. Thoughts, comments, concerns, pushback? Am I being too harsh?
Just looking at numbers.
I mean, I'm asking an honest question. Do you think I'm being too harsh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, now is going to be the long part of the episode.
Ugh.
It's only 7:30. We can get this done in an hour.
Oh yeah. We can
Okay.
get this done in the hour.
Don't push it.
We can get this done in the hour.
All right. So we are going to go into the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival foodie guide. We are going to skip whatever it has previously been there before. Whatever is new, we'll go into and we'll discuss our thoughts. I will probably post a couple little pictures and such on Friday here on the YouTube and probably over on X and maybe Instagram. Because I will be down there on Friday, so I'll probably slip over and go try some. And then Sunday, I might be in that park again, but we'll see. So, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. The foodie guide. We're getting back the Sip and Savor Pass.
Wow.
It does not give me the price though. It is going to be an 8-item one, or they are bringing back the 4 coupon one again. So that is always good. California Adventure Food and Wine Festival bookable experiences. For those wanting to savor even more tasting offerings, there are several bookable experiences to enhance your culinary journey. Make your way to Cocktails at Samoa Terrace, hosted by Cork Skull, and indulge in seminars dedicated to beer, cider, and wine tastings, or venture over to Cathaway Circle receptions to join winemaking experts in special tastings and pairings. At Hearthstone Lounge, the returning experience, a walk on Silverado Trail at Mariposa Pool Deck in Disney Grand California Hotel delights guests with specialty wine and cuisine pairings, while the new dinner and scotch event features tray passed hors d'oeuvres, live music, and exceptional scotches paired with an intimate 4-course dinner experience. Some offerings require reservations. Now, these are some items that are coming back, and that sounds kind of cool. All right. California Craft Brews. We got the lemon pepper wings and garlic ranch. Are you paying attention? Or you play on your Xbox?
I paid it. And then
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Sloppy Joe slider featuring impossible beef with cheese. See, I am. Thank you. The
Yes.
California Punch, mango puree, guava nectar, cucumber syrup, and lemon juice garnished with a mango chile lollipop.
The Chapman Crafted Orange Plaza Pale. The Noble Ale Works Falgi hard seltzer. The Stereo Brewing a More Perfect Day double IPA. The Green Creek Guava in Berlinian style wise. A Spring Beer Flight.
Oh, God. Clockadoodle-doo. Asados. Grilled skirt steak and chipotle chicken with Spanish rice and salsa verde. Okay.
That
Acai
looks good.
passion tiki cocktail. Pineapple rum. Dark rum. Passion fruit syrup. Joffrey's coffee and tea. Acai. Black tea. And lime juice. Garnished with a skewered Lexerado cherry and pineapple wedge.
I think I'm ordering Cockadoodle Moon on Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good.
A Estrella Jalisco?
No,
Sure.
I have no idea, man.
Mexican lager, and also a michelada. Golden Road Ride on Tropical Hazy IPA. The
LA Bodega Colchera Kolsch, Russian River Blind Pig IPA, and Study Break LA Punch Hard Seltzer. Those are all new. At Garlic Kiss, we have the Sirloin Gruyere. I can't say that. Gruyere mac and cheese with black garlic chimichurri and garlic butter crunch.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That's new. With a
Golden
huckleberry ginger
Dreams.
Musubi
Musubi
fried rice.
Alani Resort inspired steamed rice with egg, glazed spiced ham, umami mayo, and
Fury cake.
for kaki.
Sure.
It's also a cherry cobbler pot de cream, vanilla custard, cherry filling, and oat crumble. Yeah, this one's not great.
Over at LA Style, we got the mini LA Street Dog with jalapeno mayo pepper and onion relish, Newske's applewood smoked bacon, and crispy onions. And we're losing the regular cheeseburger bow for the Western barbecue bacon. What? Western barbecue burger bow with sweet barbecue sauce, the applewood smoked bacon, and crispy onions. This is gonna be like a Carl's Jr. Western bacon instead of an In-N-Out burger. Hell yeah!
Both those actually sound and look pretty good.
Yeah, both of those sound really good. LA Style usually has some pretty good food. So
new.
This is a new cart. Oh. Mercado de Antajos.
Sure.
Birria mac and cheese with onion cilantro sauce and tortilla crunch.
It looks gross though.
Yes. Cafe de Oil Tres Leches cake. Cafe de Oil infused Tres Leches topped with cinnamon and a Mickey shaped cookie.
Okay.
Raspberry horchata, raspberry, almond, and cinnamon syrups, rice pudding, milk, and condensed milk garnished with skewered raspberries. Okay.
Peppers chiliante.
Caliente.
Sure. You're right.
I know I'm right.
Corn chip chili pie featuring impossible beef, seasoned impossible beef, spicy cheese sauce, tomatoes, sliced jalapenos, and cream. And then the pickle whiskey sour cocktail, bourbon, pickle juice, lime juice, and sweet and sour, garnished with chili lime sauce and a pickle spear. That sounds sour.
That sounds good though.
No, that sounds just sour.
At Uncork, we got a lychee melon cocktail, white wine, aperitif, vodka, lychee, lime juices, and a rock melon syrup garnished with a skewered lychee. California wine cocktail, which is a white wine, gin, peach puree, lemon juice, and blue curacao syrup garnished with blue rock candy.
The strawberry and cola cocktail, Central Coast Pinot Noir, whiskey, Italian Amaretto, Coca-Cola, strawberry puree, and lime juice garnished with a skewer lime gummy. A cocktail flight. I can read that one easy. A green apple slush cocktail. Ooh, wait, what? Green apple beatbox.
What?
Blue. Wait, what? What?
Beatbox? What the hell?
That's what it says.
Yeah, I know.
Blue curacao syrup, melon liqueur, kiwi puree, and lime juice garnished with a snake gummy. A shark gummy.
Shark gummy. That's gonna be good as hell.
Oh, that's gonna be really good.
We got Kendall Jackson, Vintners Reserve, Chardonnay, Duckhorn Vineyards, Sauvignon Blanc, Dow Vineyards, Sherman de Fleurs. Oh my god, bro. It's just a bunch of wine.
It's a bunch of wine. I'm okay skipping the wine.
Other locations at Aunt and Cass's Cafe, we're getting the burrata toast, toasted sourdough, onion jam, burrata, tomatoes, arugula, and balsamic glaze.
Dude,
Okay.
that's solid.
And Posada Pinal Griego. At Award Wieners, we're also getting the same LA street dog that's at
That makes
LA
sense.
style or whatever it's called. Boardwalk Pizza is getting a smoked Hawaiian pizza, which has come with spicy marinara, smoked mozzarella, glazed ham, and charred pineapple. And a pineapple and coconut cheesecake. Coconut cheesecake topped with a pineapple jam, pineapple mousse, and maraschino cherry.
Clarabelle's hand scooped ice cream is getting the strawberry shortcake, an angel food cake, vanilla ice cream, strawberry syrup, whipped topping, and fresh strawberries.
Okay. Corn Dog
nothing-
Castle's getting a SoCal corn dog rolled in fries and topped with tomato and pickle relish,
Ew.
American cheese, and house dressing.
No. Cozy
The
Cone
Cozy Cone?
Motel number 5 is getting the corn chip chili pie featuring Impossible Beef, seasoned Impossible Beef, spicy cheese sauce, tomatoes, and sliced jalapenos and crema.
Okay.
Hollywood Lounge getting
Wine.
more wine. Lamplight Lounge, nothing new there. Paradise Beer Garden getting the beers.
Yep.
A
Paradise Garden
Cider
Grill.
House made Marin Blackberry Cider. That sounds good.
Over at Paradise Garden Grill, they're getting the chicken taquito, ahago, yeah, sure. Served in salsa verde with Spanish rice, avocado crema, sour cream, pickled onion, cojita, and cilantro.
They're also getting the pescado zarandado.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sure. A whole grilled fish with corn tortillas, refried beans, Spanish rice, zesty slaw, pickled vegetables, and a side of chips and salsa.
Also the lime parfait, layers of graham cracker crust, lime cream cheese mousse, and lime orange gelée topped with chantilly. And
Also-
cilantro style paloma, Raspoto tequila, habanero infused pineapple juice, rock melon syrup, lime juice, and fresca garnished with a pineapple wheel and tahini, and hard
And
peach cheese seltzer.
Yes. Smoothies, Study Break, Brewery, Leche, and white tea.
Okay.
Okay. Smoke Jumpers is getting a
Ooh.
lemon pepper wings with garlic ranch.
The same thing at the first booth. And then also the pickle whiskey.
Simona Terrace is getting the Bria mac and cheese and the
The
Study
Study
Break.
Break hard seltzer as well.
The Studio Catering Company is getting a Thai-inspired burrito. So chicken satay, pad Thai noodles, peanut sauce, pineapple fried rice, and chili crisps.
I think they had something similar to that last year for Lunar New Year, where it was like an orange chicken burrito.
I think you're right. They're also
And
getting
then-
a salsa verde chirian taco, pork belly chirian tossed in warm salsa verde and topped with salsa maca and pickled onions.
Oh, at Terran's Treats. Oh, we're getting a creme brulee churro, pastry cream, strawberry coulis, and crushed brulee sugar.
Dude, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Too bad you're allergic to strawberries.
Yeah.
Churros at Hollywoodland is getting the peach tea churro, classic churro rolled in peach sugar with diced peaches and peaches tea sauce.
Near Goofy Sky School and Senior Buzz Churros, mango sticky rice inspired churro. Classic churro rolled in sugar with sticky rice and mango pieces.
Willie's Churros at Buena Vista Street gets the strawberry caramel churro with whipped toppings, strawberries, and caramel.
And that looks like it's it.
The kids' picks. Yeah, because
Kids
those
picks
are just
are just the
what we-
repeats.
nice. That wasn't too bad.
No, not at all. I told you we could do it within the hour.
Well,
That only took 15 minutes.
we ran through that. We don't
We
normally
did
run
though.
that fast. And also Christmas one last time, there was a lot more new.
There was a lot of new stuff last
there
time.
wasn't a lot of stuff on that list.
No, there was not. A little disappointing, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So the full schedule of culinary demonstrations has been released, which means we are getting culinary demonstrations again, which is wonderful. I'm all for that. Let's run from then. Disney chef demonstration schedule. The calendar of the festival website is broken into categories: Disney chefs visiting chefs, and festival sponsors. The Disney chef section is listed first. These demonstrations will take place on Hollywood Backlot Stage in Hollywoodland on Saturdays and Sundays throughout the festival run. So we have from like the Great Maple, which is a fantastic restaurant, coming over, and the American and Pixar Place Hotel. We have from Disneyland Park, San Francisco Square. I don't know who all these names are.
I have no idea, man.
These are cast members, which I'm all for. Like they're excellent in their skills. So we're just gonna kind of scroll through these ones. Saturday, April 12th, an interview with Pam Brandon, the chef and author of the official Disney Parks Celebration Cookbook.
That's cool.
That's cool. So she's gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Visiting chef demonstration schedule. The next schedule listed on the festival website is for visiting chefs. These chefs include restaurant owners, cookbook authors, celebrity chefs, and from TV programs, and more. Like the Disney chefs, these demonstrations will take place on the Hollywood Backlot Stage at various times. So let's see. Who do we see?
Oh, they're putting it on the backlot stage now.
Yeah. What stage did you think?
Well, it used to be in the one restaurant, the outdoor restaurant.
So for the demonstrations, they've always been at one of the stages because it's meant for people to come watch. They used to do like Guy Fieri used to do
restaurant. Yeah.
They used to do a special paid one because he'd also cook the meal right there.
Yeah.
These are demonstrations to actually just learn techniques and such. So we have Duff Goldman from Charm City Cakes. I'm just going to kind of name the ones that I recognize. The Jamie Gwen.
Okay.
Claudia Sandovia from MasterChef. Daphne Mahia from Hell's Kitchen. Stuart O'Keefe. Nobody like Duff Goldman is like the biggest name on this list.
Yeah, that'll be big.
The festival sponsor demonstrations. The third and final schedule list of culinary demonstrations hosted by the festival sponsors. These demonstrations will take place on the same Hollywood Backlot Stage, but there are only Saturdays and Sundays from 3:30 to 4.
Okay.
Again, if I recognize somebody, we'll bring them forward.
It's just the festival sponsors.
Well, yeah, but you never know who they might bring in to represent them.
Oh,
that's cool. I'm excited for that.
Okay.
I know you don't cook food.
Nope.
Yeah.
I eat food.
You do eat food. We also now have the live music listings.
Maybe the best part of Food and Wine?
The music?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Full performance lineup is so this is for the Palisade stage schedule. Tina Aldana Party Band, the Dreamboats, KCB, Alpha Rhythm Kings, the Amanda Castro Band, the Island Reggae Band, Tomasin 9-0, Got Rhythm, and Suburban Legends.
Dude, I wish we took note of what that ska band was last year
Yeah.
when we were there.
The Paradise Garden bandstand schedule. We're getting the Mariachis, the Mel Collins and Friends, Jason Fabus Brand, Eva and Vingerbond Tales, the Zach Trio featuring Leve, Fault Line, Talhoa, Sure, the Philharmonic, that might be good. West Side 6, Sabrina Lentini Band, and that is it. That wasn't too bad.
Nah. I believe that's everything, right?
I believe so, because
We had a short one because of that emergency episode on Sunday.
I mean, if we had the two together, this would have been about at least 6 hours. We ran through that one too, and that one was about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
This one was an hour 45,
Which would have been 3 hours.
It was a process. Yeah. Any inputs, thoughts, comments, concerns, last minute things? Any breaking news?
Let's see. News-wise, no. Housekeeping. Tomorrow, no review live stream. Got nothing going on right now. We're building hype for Daredevil Born Again starting next week, next Tuesday. Episodes 1 and 2. We'll be live next Wednesday at 5 p.m. per standard. Right after Pop Culture Jungle every week on the channel, 6 p.m. Tuesdays.
Wait, what's after the Pop Culture Jungle every?
The day after. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed that part. I'm like, wait, what are you telling me I'm doing now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing we didn't go over was the Oscar ballot, but I kind of flipped through it and I did not recognize almost anything on that list.
I didn't look at it.
Because that's this weekend
list.
also.
We can go over winners if we really deem it necessary.
What?
We can go over winners if we deem it necessary.
Yeah, because I mean, animated feature, we've got Inside Out 2 listed, which that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Wicked is listed for makeup and hairstyle and sound.
No actress?
Best picture is listed under
Okay.
actress in leading role. Cynthia
Yeah.
is listed.
I don't believe Ariana Grande was on the short list for supporting.
Ariana Grande is on the supporting role.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, because Ariana Grande was fantastic in it.
Yeah.
That was the role I was the most nervous about, and she killed it.
Yeah.
I mean that's like original score. Wicked. I don't think Wicked should be on original score. It's not an original score for the movie. They legitimately just carried the score over, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like I'm getting one of the original song listings, which again wouldn't be the case. Now the next one we did talk about. I don't think we ever talked about on the channel that Cynthia Erivo is getting an original song.
They wrote an original song for part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. I don't think we've talked about it on the channel yet. But Best Picture is going to go obviously to Dune Part 2.
It could.
It's on the list.
I didn't see it.
I'm Still Here might do pretty good too. I believe that's the Elton John movie that he is in and did. I believe it's a Disney Plus movie.
Okay.
No, it's not. Isn't he up for an Oscar though for like a song in it?
Elton John?
Yeah.
You tell me.
No, Never Too Late. Never Too Late is the one he's in. What is that one? Sorry, it was Elton John. Never Too Late is the movie I thought it was.
Okay.
Which is not up for best picture because it's more so just like, I believe it's more like a concert kind of movie.
Okay.
It's his final goodbye to the stage kind of situation.
Oh.
Anywho, if you made it this part of the video, be sure to like and subscribe. We will be back next week with another Pop Culture Jungle. We may be back this weekend. You never know. Those are always special ones. We will be back sometime this week doing a live stream because I got to finish Kingdom Hearts for the mod run to come up. And yeah, maybe it's just a couple streams and such, just hanging out and chatting. But until next time, see you later.
Bye. I'm an idiot this time.